Hey, so this character is a Holy Fire-based barbarian. It's online on the current ladder, Season 7, and you will see a combat montage first with original music by me that I recorded and wrote myself. And then we'll do some gear, and then we will also have some notable trades, and then a little bonus chapter where I will go over the patch notes for Season 8. Yo! So here is my main character on ladder this season, Season 7. This is Ifrit. He is now Pure Fire Barbarian. We have tons of fire damage, and we're not using Infinity either on the Mercenary. And look at this, we're color coordinated, me and the Merc. Don't we look sick together with our red clothes? So anyway, Holy Fire Barbarian is what I called it, but we have to get our fire damage from more than just the auras. We have to get it from a lot of different sources. So let's just go over that first. Hand of Justice, Ifrit's Scourge. Made it in a Scourge, only rolled 293 on the enhanced damage, but you get minus 20% to enemy fire res, level 16 Holy Fire. Blinds target, freeze target, deadly strike, ignore target's defense is nice, and the lifesteal. I made another one in a Caduceus so that they would look different, and I think that looks cool, holding a Scourge in one hand and a Caduceus in another. So we essentially get level 32 Holy Fire by wielding both of these. As far as our fire damage goes from the Merc, he has a level 46 enchant, actually. So if I go to the Cold Plains and I'll just use battle orders on us and stuff, and battle command, he'll get an extra skill. And now you can see level 46 enchant. So 424 fire damage. I gave him a ethereal spirit shield for 2 to skills. An enchant Ormus robes that rolled 14 to fire skill. I put on -3 +5 facet, so we have 19 to fire skill damage on that. He has a flickering flame for +3 to fire skills, and then he's got a hexfire shamshire for 3 to fire skills and a perfect fire facet in it. So he's looking at +24 to fire skill damage, -19 to enemy fire resistance. So that gives his enchant 424 fire damage that he can add to us. Also, there is 425% attack rating on that. So we get the fire damage from there. We have Ifrit's Jewelers, Tiara of the Vampire, Mana Steel, 3 sockets, and look at this. We get 51 to 135 fire damage from the 3 facets. They're all perfect, -15 +15, and I color coordinated them all green. Here's the armor, all peach colored on this one. Same deal as the helmet. This is Ifrit's Jewelers Ancient Armor of the Whale, 93 to life. It's red, so it looks awesome for our Fire Barbarian. -20 +20 for fire skill damage, 68 to 180 fire damage, and a life. Sick. Okay, and then I have Hellmouth War Gauntlets. So these have 15 to 72 fire damage on them. Fire Absorb is very nice. And we get the Firestorm on strike and the Meteor on strike. Mostly style points on those. They are a lot stronger from our facets and our Hand of Justices, which give us the negative enemy res. So it can, like the Meteor, if it comes down and hits something, maybe it'll get the last hit and kill something once in a while. If you look at the montage, you can see them coming down in my combat montage. And I'm looking at +35 to fire skill damage, -75% to enemy fire resistance, 69 deadly strike, 15 crushing blow, 10 open wounds, ignore target's defense. That is all really nice stuff. 53% increased attack speed gets us to a pretty good break point. 26% lifesteal, 7% mana steal. 41 magic find. If I swap and I want to do some horking, I can get 200% magic find and 422% extra gold. And I have on swap this Ist Echoing Blade of Vileness. So this got 2 sockets at Larzik, 3 to Warcries, prevent monster heal, 60% magic find, and then just a Blade of Alibaba with a couple jewels in it for a little bit extra gold and magic find. High Lords. Here we've got Gore Riders here. We've got a very nice rare ring, 101 attack rating, 8% lifesteal, 6 strength, 20 lightning, 9 poison resist, and then poison length reduced by 25%. That's pretty sweet, actually. Trang's Belt, not a good roll on the mana, only 35. Doesn't matter, though. So we get Cannot Be Frozen from this and more life. This is a great craft I made. The Order Turn Ring, 103 to attack rating. 11% life stolen per hit. That is 2 double perfect rolls on that for the 11%. 1 to strength, 12 life, 15 poison resist, and damage reduced by 2. All right, so that's all the gear there. Our charms are kind of important. I have a mixture of some physical damage and fire damage charms. So first, let's just go over all of them. All right, we've got lightning resist 3 with 5 magic find. That tops us off at 75. I've got 320, a 213 with 2 decks. These are physical. I've got a 318 with 2 decks. And then here's a Geeds, pretty good roll on the gold and magic find. -71 Flame Rift. Here's how I teleport around. I found this one. It's a rare amulet with 31 lightning resist, damage reduced by 2, and level 2 teleport charges. And then we've got 9 to 15 fire with 6 poison, 13 to 28 fire, 12 to 25 fire with 1 max damage, 11 life, 9 fire res, 23 to 42 fire damage on this large charm, 7 to 12 fire, 6 to 11 fire, 19 to 29 fire with 1 dex, 26 to 42 fire on the large charm, 10 to 28 fire, 5 life, 14 to 31 fire, 5 to 16 fire with 11 life, 5 to 10 fire, 19 to 27 fire, a 220 physical, 320 physical with 6 poison, a 216 with 3 run walk, and then we've got 8 to 11 fire and 8 to 17 fire. Torch and Annie, of course. So that's how we're getting our fire damage way up, you know? And if we go out, let's go out to the Cold Plains. It's terrorized right now. We'll use all of our battle orders, battle command again. And I can show you my attack rating right now is 5,000 on double swing. And it'll go up a lot with the enchant from the mercenary. So let's just get into the battle here. The ignore target's defense is nice too, man, because then we can hit stuff that's on these weapons. So even if our attack rating isn't perfect, we can still hit a lot of things. There, he enchanted me now. So now that brought us up to almost double the attack rating. So we're at 9,737. So that really helps. And even in a terror zone, it says we have an 86% chance to hit. So not too bad, right? And you can see we're just kind of wasting stuff. This is the Cold Plains. It's an easy area, but you can see how it is. And then look at my damage after that enchant, which is boosted by our facets. So it says that I do 4,600 to 3,800 on double swing, and Frenzy has 4,900 to 4,000. So that's a lot of damage there, and that's not counting the minus 75% to enemy fire resistance. Like that, those guys are usually fire immune, you know. And look at that, we're just like we are doing pretty good damage. Okay, so let me go over the skills really quick. I'll ID this rare belt, nothing, and this Slayer Guard. Yeah, so let's go over the skills. 20 battle orders, 1 point wonders everywhere else. Combat, we've got Mace Mastery, 1 point wonders, and then I did put 5 base points into natural resistance. Maximum bash for the synergy for maximum double swing. So our double swing is 200% enhanced damage with 140% attack rating. Double swing is faster for frames. So if you look, here's the frames for double swing. Pretty dang fast, you know. And I will use Frenzy as well, just to get some run walk and things like that. So I'll use that, and then I'll start zipping around that way, you know. And Whirlwind, we have 1 point, and it's that's all we need. We just need 1 point because we have so much fire damage, you know, and we have ignore target's defense and all that. We can just kind of make one pass on things, and they'll like die, which is pretty sweet. And yeah, so that's the skills. Let me just do another pass here. So remember, these guys are usually fire immune here, and look at that. It's also very satisfying to have the freezing effect for the shattering, because when you shatter the corpses, it just looks cool and it feels nice because the sound effect for it is really enjoyable to play with. Like that. See that? Here's this guy. So here, I'll just hold double swing down, and it's like we're just shattering them everywhere. It's pretty cool. Notable trades. So I got a bunch here on this one because the ladder is winding down, so I think I'm going to go through all the trades that I've recorded here, and if we have more for the next videos, then I'll do more. But anyway, light pair of gauntlets, 3 to javelin and spear skills, increase attack speed 20%. Found these with my Ice Templar. Check that video out if you haven't already. Another off meta build on the ladder. 2 burr runes, so that's pretty sweet. Here is a War Spike Ethereal, 5 sockets. I got a pull rune for this. Assault Helm. This has 3 sockets, 2 to Iron Skin, 3 battle orders. Got a Gull rune for that. Here is a Jewel. Level 9 required 19% enhanced damage. The max is 20 on level 9, so I got an Ist. If you saw my other video, you can see what high rune I got for the one that rolled enhanced damage 20. I traded away a Vex rune for a large charm. You saw that in my... you saw these charms in my inventory for my Holy Fire Barbarian. So Vex rune for the large charm, it has 42 to max fire damage, and a Burr rune for the small charm, 31 to max fire damage. So I had a 6-socket Berserker Axe, just normal, not ethereal. I got a couple perfect amethysts for that. Or maybe it was a Lem rune. I can't remember now. Razor Switch. I know this thing is nothing special, but I found it ethereal. And so someone wanted that for the style points, and they gave me an Ist rune. I traded for a Stormlash because I was experimenting with some other elemental setups with my Barbarian. I gave 3 Ist runes away for a Stormlash that rolled 289% enhanced damage, which is, the max is 300, so okay. And the Lightning Absorb only rolled 4, which is kind of low. So 3 Ist, not bad for a Stormlash, you know. I traded an Ohm rune away for a 19 to 29 fire damage, 1 to dexterity small charm, and then I traded a Burr rune away for a 1 to 60 lightning damage, 5% extra gold from monsters. I love getting my hands on nicely rolled charms for elemental damage. I had 25 perfect skulls that I had saved up, got an Ist and an at the same time for those. I traded away a low rune for this tiara, which I used on my Holy Fire Barbarian. It has 3 sockets and 7 mana stolen per hit. Got an Ist rune for this breastplate, which rolled perfect on the defense and the durability. So 15 enhanced defense percent and 15% increased maximum durability. No sockets. Here is a phase blade I traded away. 5 sockets, Lem rune. And then I had another one. I got a Ist rune for this one. 5 sockets, phase blade. Here's a nice trade. I needed to make another Hand of Justice for my Holy Fire Barbarian, so I traded away a Burr rune, and I got a Vex and a Soar rune for that. I used a 2 Ist runes, and I got a -3 to enemy fire resist, plus 5% fire skill damage for this facet. And I used this in the Enchant Ormus robes for my mercenary. Here is another trade I made. I traded 2 Ohm runes away, actually. One of them for a +1 to max damage, 12 to 25 fire damage, small charm. And the other one had 3 to maximum damage, 16 attack rating, 4 to 9 cold damage on it, and I traded an Ohm rune away for that, and then I put that on my Ice Templar Paladin. Here was a nice trade. Someone posted this on Tradery, 28 max fire damage and 5 to life, and they wanted 4 Ral runes. I guess they were really just trying to get rid of it to get some crafting materials, so I saw that, snatched that thing up right away. Here is another trade I made. I traded away 4 Gull and 4 Ist runes for 2 Cham runes. So that's 8 runes for 2, but I needed the Cham rune so I could make the Hand of Justices. Alright, here's another trade. A Bone Visage that rolled really high on the defense, 176. It had 3 sockets. It was the superior one. I got an Ist rune. I traded away 13 Hell runes for a low rune. 13 Io runes for a low rune. And here is another big trade that I made. I traded away 4 Jaw runes for 8 perfect fire facets. All right, so you saw those in the gear showcase. 4 of them were green, 4 of them were peach. Here's another big trade that I made. I found a perfectly rolled pair of Gore Rider boots, 200% enhanced defense, and I posted those and got 2 Jaw runes for that. I know you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, how many Gore Rider boots did I throw away? Well, if they're perfect, they can be worth high runes, because that's the only thing that can roll on those, and some people are perfectionists. Here's another great trade I made in the lobby. Someone posted Zod for 3 Gull. So I jumped in there. I think I had like 12 gull runes on this ladder at some point, and maybe more overall. But at the time of that I traded for this, I used 4 of them to get, you know, what was it? I used 4 of them to get, to get one of the Cham runes. That's right. And then I used 3 more to get a Zod. So yeah. Here's another trade I made. I had bone visages. One had 150 defense, another had 141 defense. Both had 3 sockets. I got 2 Mal runes. And that is the notable trades. So incredibly, we do have some patch notes for Season 8. Don't get too excited. Here's the main thing. Fixed an issue where Assassin's Blade Fury skill would stop channeling when the monster initially targeted died. So I guess that will make just using the Shuriken skill for the Assassin a little bit more user-friendly. Might feel a little bit better to play. Might be fun to roll one of those for next season. But that's about it. There really isn't anything else. I gotta say, I'm a bit disappointed that they didn't go do anything else. You know, there was that rumor recently that maybe there was going to be some updates to some crappy uniques and stuff like that. You know, Cooley reported on that. It's a rumor. We got nothing else to go on. Dear D2R dev, where are you? Would you like to come onto my YouTube channel and talk to me about stuff? Why you guys haven't been doing anything? Is it all D4 related? Or does Blizzard think they can't make money with Diablo 2 anymore? Anyway, that's the main thing there. There is another thing I guess I'll point out, which is fixed an issue where Act 3 Mercenary would target ravens with enchant. I don't know if that was causing the ravens to do fire damage as well. If so, then instead of patching that out, you should have made that as a feature and say, hey, Act 3 Mercenary can target ravens with enchant. So you can get fire damage on the ravens. And then everyone would have been like, oh, that's really cool, actually. Instead, they patched it out. I don't even know. It might just be that he was targeting them and he could never enchant them. So he would just, like, shoot some fireballs and then he'd waste time going, enchant, enchant, enchant. And then the mercenary's like, I can't enchant these ravens, you know? And he's, like, caught in this loop of trying to enchant ravens. And then maybe when they would, like, disappear, you know, he wouldn't be trying to target them anymore. And so you just wouldn't notice when you're playing it. Plus, a lot of people don't run ravens in Act 3 Mercenary. I did. I have a summoner hybrid build on my channel. I never noticed that he enchanted the ravens and that they did more damage or could kill physical immunes. I never noticed that because there's too many other things happening anyway on a build like that. But, dear D2R dev, if, you know, it can enchant the ravens, then just put it back. And just make it so that ravens can receive fire damage from the Act 3 Mercenary. That would be a nice feature, you know? Stop taking away things that actually make certain builds cooler, like Shockwave Druid, the bug for that made Shockwave stronger. You still needed lots of skills to make it strong, and they patched that out because it was a bug. You should instead take those things into consideration and make them features instead of just removing them. And that's just tip of the iceberg of things they could do for this game. Okay, fix an issue where skill could become unbound to weapon swapping. I experienced that many times, so that's nice. And then, I don't know. There's really not much else. They fixed some tooltip stuff, and there's literally no other changes. August 23rd for North America, 5 p.m. I don't feel like jumping into the next ladder at all. So if I do, I might run an assassin and mess around with Blade Fury, maybe create some kind of blade shield you know, build, like a passive blade shield build with thorns. That might be kind of fun. That's all I can think of. But really, I don't really feel too strongly about playing the next ladder. I went pretty hard on this one, and I still haven't even shown you guys everything that I've done on this ladder. And there's only like 10 days left of it at this point of this, at the time of me recording this. So I think I'll focus on just my non-ladder account and accounts, I should say, plural. And just, I have a lot of build ideas that I could still do, so I'll just focus on that.